Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well and hello from Manila. I am still here, but within the 2-week mark now, August 10th, I'll be returning home. Looking forward to regular live streams and regular video updates when I get back, but until then, you'll have to make do with these sporadic updates. But once again, I hope that you are indeed doing well. Miss you guys, can't wait to come back home. Today I want to talk a little bit about the roster and I guess more accurately about the future roster. And really I want to talk about how important it is that our two prior first-round draft picks, our most recent first-round draft picks, and Jonathan Lekkerimaki and Tom Willander, how important it is that they hit as regular contributors in the lineup, actually contributors high up in the lineup, although it doesn't have to happen right here, right now. And I'll tell you what I mean throughout this video. So we know that Jonathan Lekkerimaki was our first-round pick in 2022. He was picked in the first round, right in the middle, 14th overall. 14th overall or 15th overall? Let's go with, yes, 15th overall actually. So 15th overall in 2022. And then the very next year in 2023, the Canucks chose his fellow Swede, Tom Willander, with the 11th overall pick in the first round, again in the 2023 draft. So you had Lekkerimaki 15th overall in 2022, and then Willander 11th overall in 2023. Prior to that, the Canucks didn't have a first-round draft pick for a couple of years. And then, of course, in this recent draft last month, the Canucks also did not have a pick in the first round. That one traded away. Now, why it's important that these two players hit for a number of reasons, not just because they're first-round draft picks. And we're starting to see that, of course, there's a few exceptions, a few gems you might find in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th round, but really the best prospects, the best players on rosters throughout the NHL are from the first 2 rounds. So it goes without saying that it's very important that your first-round picks hit, especially if they're, at least in the top half in the first round, which both Willander and Lekkerimaki were. It's the most important reason why the Canucks need these two players to hit is because the Canucks, like many teams, are going to be faced with some really interesting challenges when it comes to the salary cap. And with both of these players in their entry-level contracts, Lekkerimaki actually already has an entry-level contract. So he signed earlier this year for a 3-year contract, which he hasn't started yet. So he's got 3 years at $918,000, whereas Tom Willander still has not signed his first pro contract. Now, before the start of this season, this previous season, people were asking, well, when can we expect these two players in the lineup? And the common thinking was for each guy, it's going to be at least 2 years. And remember, this was done in the summer. We were saying this in the summer of 2023. So it was already after, the summer of 2020. The summer of 2023. So it was already after Lekkerimaki had already been drafted for a year, and it was right after that Tom Willander got drafted. So again, that was in the summer of 2023. We were looking at least 2 years for both players. Even though there's 1 year difference in their draft year, we were saying, okay, 2 years for Willander in college at Boston, and then at least 1.5 to 2 years on Lekkerimaki playing pro, whether it's in Sweden or Abbotsford, before becoming a regular contributor to the NHL. And I don't think that anything has changed, although the fact that Lekkerimaki had a very good year in Sweden this year. In fact, in the Pro League, I believe he had I'm just looking up right now. Yeah, he had 31 points in 46 games playing for Örebro. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but he had 31 points in 46 games. And then he actually played 6 games for Abbotsford in the regular season, scoring 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist. I was actually at the Abbotsford Canucks game where Lekkerimaki scored his first ever pro goal, so in North America. So I can say that I was there when Lekkerimaki scored his first goal in North America. Anyways, my point is, he already played 6 games for Abbotsford at the end of last season. He's going to be giving a shot to make the Canucks out of training camp this season. I don't think he's going to make it, especially with the signing of Daniel Sprong. I think Lekkerimaki is definitely like 13th, 14th, maybe even 14th or 15th or 16th on the depth chart. But the fact is, if he starts the season in Abbotsford, he's going to have an opportunity to join the big team sometime during this year. Maybe not a full-time pro until next season. So that 2-year projection last summer probably still makes sense. I hope you guys all followed that. If he doesn't really play many games this season, then he's not really going to break his the first year of his 3-year entry-level deal until next season. Now, again, it's going to be very important because not this season coming up, but the season after that, the Canucks it's going to be the last year Demko's deal. PD, Hughes, and Miller, they're all safe. But the big one that the Canucks are going to have to worry about for next summer is Brock Besser, and what kind of raises he's going to make off his $6.7 million contract. Of course, there's still have the penalties of Ekman Larson and Mikheyev. So really, Lekkerimaki at $918,000 is going to be a huge important piece for him to outperform his contract, not this season coming up, but the next season. And again, that's with raises to Brock Besser if he stays, and maybe Niels Höglander as well. Those are the big ones we need to think about. Then when it comes to Tom Willander, let's give him another year at least in Boston, so that's this season. And then is he already going to contribute in the 2025-2026 season? That still might be, if we're following Lekerimaki's development of 3 years after the draft, he gets drafted, maybe we're not looking at Tom Willander until 2026, 2027, 2 seasons from now. Technically, that's okay, because on the right side, you have Hronek locked up long-term, you have Myers for another few years, and you have Vincent Desharnais for another 2 years. So really, there's no rush for Willander to get into the lineup because there might not be a space for him, presuming he's not going to beat out Myers or Desharnais. But 2 seasons from now, it'll be Myers' last year. Desharnais could move on after playing his 2 years. So then a perfect opportunity for Tom Willander to come in and step in as even a second pairing right shot defenseman. He'll come in at an ELC of somewhere between $900,000, $950,000. So again, using that same logic of outplaying your contract, or at least playing very well on your ELC. 2 seasons from now, that's going to be huge because Demko's going to need a new contract. Shilov's going to need a new contract. Hughes, this will be the last year of Hughes' current contract. So, and then it's just going to get more complicated and complicated after that, even though the salary cap will be going up. So I see after 2 more seasons, a perfect spot for Willander to come in, take over Desharnais' spot, and maybe shoot up to that second pairing as a $900,000 player. So my point is, I think it's important that the Canucks hit, that these 2 players hit, not just because they're first-round draft picks, but because of the salary cap, the salary efficiency that they're going to bring, and because we expect Lekkerimaki to play as a top 6 player, right? We only have a few right shot guys, and he's a right shot guy in Besser, Garland, and now Daniel Sprong and Kiefer Sherwood. But who knows of those guys, how many are going to be around when Lekkerimaki is ready in a year or 2. And with Willander, like I just mentioned, a perfect opportunity for him to step into a second pairing role on the right side. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Are you as excited, as you're as high on Lekkerimaki and Willander as I am? I think that they need to hit, and I think that they will hit. But there's no rush yet, but eventually we're going to want to see them playing some important minutes, playing as important pieces, role players, not just role players, but play important roles with our Vancouver Canucks team. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think. But most importantly, I just want to say hi, let you know I'm still alive, and check in with all of you. So I'd love for you to comment below, and I'll respond to every comment I get because I miss you guys, and I want to make sure that we're still engaged as much as I can be while I'm halfway across the world. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Lou, Weight Loss Coach. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can show some love by liking the video, by subscribing. You can leave a donation. I know I haven't done any live streams, but the Wi-Fi here is too bad. So you can leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. But please, please, please leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll make sure to read, react, and reply. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.